Instagram right now.
See you, big dog. I seen you talking about January 9th, dude. That's what I'm excited about. Tryouts, baby.
What up, what up, what up, ladies and gentlemen? We bring you breaking news. We beat everybody to the punch this time. You can't blame us. It's because the homie, been since day one, the fan of Knuckle Up. Zion, how we doing, brother? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Just gotta cut this weight.
Yeah, I was gonna say you feeling hungry. I know you feeling hungry right now.
I cheated past 2 days. I cheated, so I got a little bit extra work.
Hey, take it from the ring boy. Cheat days are okay, brother. That's not a problem at all.
What was your cheat day? What'd you eat, bro?
Had a buffet.
Oh,
yeah. That's the only way to go. Okay, well, so we'll jump right into it. What do you got to say? Talk your shit, Zion.
Come on, man.
I finally got a victim to accept the smoke. March 19th. Tyler Hill, the zombie from Biloxi, Mississippi.
Yeah,
he's going to sleep in 2 weeks.
Now this isn't a bullshit opponent either, man. This is a Contender Series guy, right?
Yeah, I ain't worried about all that. It's just bare knuckle.
This is bare knuckle, son. You don't give a shit about that. So tell us, what are you gonna do, Zion? What's gonna happen, man?
I'm promising a knockout.
Promising the knockout. What round? Is he getting out of the first?
If he gets out the first, he's a very tough guy. Second, if he's lucky.
Is there gonna be blood, Zion?
There's gonna be blood.
That's my man.
So here's the deal. You're stepping up into his territory, dude. You're really doing this. I mean, are you feeling extra pressure? You're gonna be walking in. You know you're gonna be the villain in this game. There is no good guy for you. The fans are gonna boo you and they're gonna love him. So how you gonna feel about that?
This is another day in the park, another walk in the park. So I ain't worried about him. I fought away from home plenty of times.
Yeah, it's all pretty much a silent noise, white noise to you. I'm sure at this point.
Yeah.
So what's your training looking like for this guy, man?
Well, I actually had a little hard sparring, a little smoker Saturday, and I got beat up a little bit, and I'm glad of it because it ain't happened on the 19th. So I know what I need to work on and where I need to be and where I need to show out at.
There you go.
That's always a beautiful thing about sparring, huh? So we got a couple people in the fans. We got Andrew Toppin. Shout out Andrew. Brandon Lambert, you the man. About to show the fuck out. He's a fan. We don't have a fan in the house. Brian Maxwell. He says, "Trump." You know what's going on there? I don't know what's up there.
These guys cloud each other like Kobe and Jorge.
Yeah. That's awesome. Tough love, huh? Who is okay? Paul Tyler tuned in late. You want to go ahead and tell him who's your opponent?
Tyler the Zombie Hill.
Hey, yes, sir.
Real fight right there. I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest though. I'm gonna be completely honest. I've been talking to Zion for the past 3 weeks, man, and he's been waiting daily, every day. Daily, I get a message, Sean. I'm putting this fool to sleep. I promise you, a KO. He's going to sleep.
He got to go to sleep, and then Yuli's gonna go to sleep next when he stops ducking.
Woo! I knew it was coming. You're already looking past this fight. What is your future plans? Tell us what the perfect 2021 looks like for Zion Tomlinson.
Perfect year is planning on being the youngest champ in BKFC history. I'll probably be 22 when that happens, but I'll still be the youngest.
Youngest champ. There it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with being a 22-year-old champ, brother. You should be proud right there. So, speaking of the timeline before the fight,
there it is. Look at that. That's a beautiful poster right there.
There you go. There you go. It's official, ladies and gentlemen. It's official.
Dang.
So leading up to this fight, Sean was saying he talked to you. We were in touch with you, obviously. We love you here from Knuckle Up. We can't expose any names probably, but you had a little bit of drama in between. You've been cutting weight, told not to cut weight no more. Then you got back to cutting weight. Is the weight cut going to be an issue this time?
It shouldn't be an issue. I've been 125 in a little minute. It's been a few years. And I gained my a little bit of weight back, and then in my fight, I got a new opponent. So this is a little hiccup. It makes me work harder.
Well, that's just your moment to shine. A little hiccup, that's what makes true champs. That's what makes you the next level. So, obviously we're excited just to see you fight anybody, but especially this opponent. We're really pumped. We're to be in house too.
Hometown boy. Get him out there.
Hey, you ain't gonna have haters all throughout. We're gonna be repping you, baby. Nothing love's gonna be repping Zion.
How what else you got going on for the card? Let's hear some predictions you got for the card. Leonard or Joey?
I got Joe a knockout.
Knockout. Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right, Reggie or Chop, man.
Team Virginia. I'm gonna go on Virginia.
He ain't never betting against Virginia ever. Ever.
Hey, it's worked most of the time, dude. It's pulled out for him. You can't blame the guy. He's loyal.
No, for sure. Paul Tyler, I want Shaw. Oh my God, here we go. We got Chalbeck in the comments, and then we got Mallow rallying for a fight with Chalbeck. We got Chalbeck rallying. Who's Chalbeck rallying for a fight with?
Magellani. Magellani. Yeah, whatever. And then I think he should fight Good John, but that's just me, I guess. Whatever. Andrew Toppin, Virginia, stand up. Toppin's Virginia,
bro. Yeah, so, Toppin's going to be down in Alabama, Zion. What do you feel about that, man?
It's a good opportunity for the matchmaker to see what he got.
There it is, man. Well, Zion, anything else you want to say, brother? We got to make sure you tune in as soon as you get out of here. We got Shewmaker coming on, and then we got Josh Burns right after.
Josh Burns is actually in the comments, so.
Yeah, I'll be watching. Just make sure y'all tune in March 19th to watch the Zombie Boy go to sleep.
Yeah, you guys watching, make sure you tune in. I'm going to be so close to the damn ring that I get dude's blood on my face.
Yeah.
You probably will get on you.
Trust me, brother. You position the fight, control it, make sure I'm right behind,
Yeah, he don't look all cute and fancy if it's dumb footwork. And overhands, I was going to go in there and sit him down.
Well, I can tell you one thing, man. From your fights and watching you fight, it's you're going to charge right across that son of a bitch ring and just give him hell until one of you drop.
Yeah, he's bigger than me, so I'm going to go in there. I'm going to make it fair. I'm going to make it even fight.
There you go.
I'm going to make it an even fight because of a bigger opponent. I love it. I love you guys so much.
Yeah, and he's going to cut extra weight too, so I got to beat him up.
Yes, sir. All right, bet, brother. Well, hey, we're gonna catch back with you before your fight. Obviously, we'll get a better interview with you. We just wanted to break the news to the fans. Well,
I might be a little hangry that Thursday before weigh-ins.
Hey, we know it.
All right, Mallow cursed me out day of weigh-ins. I'm used to you guys yelling at me. I'm used to you guys yelling at me day of weigh-ins. I'll still be there asking for a picture and an autograph.
Absolutely, 100%. Well, Zion, again, brother, thank you so much for coming on and breaking the news. We love you here at Knuckle Up once again. Until next time, Knuckle Up.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. Always. Yeah, brother. Much love, brother. Young and dangerous Zion. Yeah, that's the deal, man. That's a young man. So whatever happens. But dude,
there's few fighters, man, that I talk to as much as I talk to Zion, and that guy is hungry, dude. He wants all the smoke. He's willing to fight across 3-4 divisions.
Oh, the great one is muted.
You said, hang on, before this guy starts coming.
You're muted, one.
Are you sending that link or am I sending it, Boomer?
Is he just muted for me or what's going on there?
No, we're just ignoring him.
He missed his chance, man. He missed his chance to say that he was going to turn him into a real zombie by killing him. Come on, man.
Zion, this is why you got to get with Juan before you come on the show.
We'll just start writing. We'll just start writing one-liners for Zion.
Yeah. There you go.
Victor Jones, I'll fight. How about you send me an inbox, buddy, with your record?
Yeah.
I'll be bang, bro.
Hey, hit up Sean right here. He sets all that up, dude. He's a sneaky little weasel. He gets himself in there. All right, so who's sending the link to Shewmaker? Shewmaker will be in-house here shortly, folks.
I'm going to send it to his manager right now.
I do believe
I'm going to send it to Burns. We'll get Burns backstage.
I do believe Josh Burns is in the comments right now or watching the show, so that's going to be interesting. That's going to be fun. Bad fight for Tyler here. Well, yeah, Brandon Lambert, but I mean, man's record. Look, his background, he's all right.
If you looked at the paperwork, I mean, a lot of people would probably be like, it's a bad fight for Zion, you know. But, you know, if you know the guy that is Zion Tomlinson, you know that there's not really a bad fight for him. He's ready.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. He's going to put the test to anybody, and that's the deal, man. Like I said, he's young, he's hungry, and he's training, and he's dedicated. So that's a dangerous combination.
So is his dad. Get his dad back in there. Let's see his dad throw hands again. Shout out Kane Tomlinson.
We need a father-son card. What I got to do, man. Hey, I tell you what, awesome. Victor, seriously, I'm not joking. Hit up Sean. He's the Sean Ulrich. Hit him up. He'll set you up, buddy. I'm not joking. Andrew Toppin, he's watching. He's one of our family members. We're gonna get him to the tryouts and get him going on this. So hit us up. We'll get you going on it, brother.
We got another guy, John Royal. He's coming over from the UK.
Yeah, he don't need much help though. That man's
he's not going to tryouts. He's pro-tested, pro-ready.
Yep,
and with much of a winning pro record all across the board from.
Not only that, right? He's calling out Lorenzo Hunt. He's calling out dangerous dogs.
Well, he changed his plan. He said the first person he wants is Quentin Henry. He said, yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he said first he wants Quentin. He said, and then after that, Lorenzo would have to notice him, and then Lorenzo. He said he wants to prove himself to Lorenzo first.
The
man's a psychopath. He's a psychopath.
Can you inbox my name? Yeah, we'll hit you up, brother, right after the show.
I'll touch with you after the show, buddy, for sure. Zion Tomlinson, I respect my elder. That's not
your average dad.
Oh yeah, no, hell no. Kane's a bad man.
Yeah, I met him in person whenever I was in Biloxi, and yeah, he's legit, dude. He's legit. He's big. He's got big old hands, big old knuckles, and he's strong.
Wholesome dude too. I see him
always fighting Dyer in Miami. Oh, okay.
Yes, you are. Jay Fish versus right now. No.
Who's fighting? I thought I saw Jay Fish. What's up, brother? Much love to you. Yeah, we got a lot of names popping up, man. I know,
dude. It's so hard to keep up with everything that's going on, actually, too. But I just saw D-Day Dyer. Lorenzo's fighting Dyer. That's right.
Yeah, that's what they're saying in the comments.
Jay Fish has a fight too. Whoever's watching, tell me. I gotta go look up who Fish is fighting. Hang on.
I can't remember, but Fish is a big old dude.
He trains Hammer House. That's Josh Burns' buddy, man.
Oh, okay. So
he's coming. He's coming in to throw bombs, bro.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you see that guy working out, dude, with the dips with the chains. He's a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see
Jonathan. I don't care.
Yeah, where's he at? Is he in here yet?
Oh, here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Shewmaker. What's going on, Sam? How you doing, brother?
Good. What's up, fellas?
How we doing, Sam?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Good, man. Good.
Definitely blessed. Hey, we can't thank you enough for coming on tonight. We'll get straight into the drama, man. We noticed some back and forth going on Facebook. You care to tell us a little bit about that?
Which part with Josh Burns?
Yeah, there's that. There's so much. Normally you're silent, Normally you don't say much. You keep it to yourself. So it's awesome to see you commenting back and forth, and I think the fans are very excited, to say the least. That was blowing up.
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean nothing too extreme. I just I don't take people saying stuff that's not true, and then trying to leapfrog me into a title fight that he hasn't earned yet. So
Hey Sam,
I'm
can you
not
do
gonna.
me a
I'm
favor,
not.
buddy?
What's
Could you
that?
just adjust? Could you just adjust your camera so we can get your face in it? There we go. Perfect.
There we go. How about
Perfect,
that?
man. Go ahead. All you.
Yeah, I just I'm not gonna put up any BS. I don't like people disrespecting me or doing things they shouldn't be doing. So I definitely figured I'd put my 2 cents in. Sometimes I probably shouldn't, but I can't help myself.
No, I mean you pretty much just was letting everyone know that this next title fight's yours, and whoever wants to fight for the title afterwards has to wait till you fight for your title.
Yeah.
Hey, Paul
Sure.
Tyler's talking about the punch at tryouts. That's another thing that's stirring the pot, so to speak. People are saying that that's false. I watched the video myself. I watched you hit it. I don't know the science behind it, so to speak. But how does it feel to have one of the hardest hit it's in tryouts?
It was pretty awesome at the time. I hadn't hit a punch meter that was like that. It was custom built by a guy who used to work for like car companies making the crash test dummies and things like that. So he knew what he was doing when it come to hard impacts, and be able to put it on a scale as far as how hard things were running into other objects, obviously. But we got up there and I just gave it gave everything I had, and it was amazing to see that the numbers that came up that they were, because it wasn't false. There was plenty of people there to witness it and see it, and I just went up there and gave it what I could, and they were like, "Damn."
Yeah, no. If you haven't seen the video, ladies and gentlemen, if you got the BKFC app, you can watch all the tryouts. Obviously, go grab that bad boy. Ring Boy's got a link if you need it, so hit me up. But yeah, he hits it, and everybody, Nate shook. Everybody just kind of looks at the computer and just, oh my god! Like you can tell everybody's shocked, and yeah,
Paul
everyone.
Tyler said he was there, and Sam shook the building.
I mean, if you can't see,
But,
I love. Go ahead. What?
I was gonna say, how do you feel about this fight coming up, man? Heavyweight fight, Bobo and Arnold. It kind of shakes things up, huh?
Yeah, I'm excited to see it. I think they're both good competitors, good warriors. So I think it's going to be good to see who's going to come out on top. They both are coming off of a loss, so it'll be good for them to get in there. They're both going to be hungry, I feel like, and it's going to be a damn good fight.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So for everybody that doesn't know, Matt just joined in. Everybody, that's not just a random character we decided to add. I know we do that sometimes at Knuckle Up, but that's Sam's manager, I do believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but welcome, Matt. How you doing, brother?
I'm very well. How are y'all tonight?
Hey, I'm doing. I can dig anybody in camo, so I'm all right. I'm all right. And I know you're a friendly face now.
That's how we roll. That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So how do you feel about all the drama? Normally I was saying Sam's really quiet in the background. You don't really see him much online. And then all of a sudden you see him talking just a little bit and it blows up. Him and Josh were going back and forth. Josh is in the viewers right now. Shout out Josh. We'll be having him on later, folks. So that'll be interesting. But they had a small little beef. It wasn't anything too crazy, but just enough to stir the pot, I suppose, huh?
Man, I really don't feel like there's too much love lost there. These guys are both just incredible competitors. And you know what? When you're a competitor, you're not going to stand down from anybody. I mean, that's just how it is. And I think both these guys understand that. And it's nothing personal. This is business. And at the end of the day, I think both of these guys will absolutely let their hands do the speaking for them.
For sure. So Sam, you got the Joey Beltran next, man. How do you feeling about that? How you preparing for that? Look at that smile. You're excited, huh?
I mean, it's just a wonderful opportunity to be able to fight for the world title. So we're excited. We're working hard. We're gonna leave it all out there. Leave it all in the ring. We're not gonna take anything a chance. We know Joey's a very durable, tough guy. He's been in the game a long time and he's fought on many different big platforms. So. We're just excited to be able to get in there and compete against a guy like that and showcase our skills in a title fight. And, hopefully this, skyrockets us to the top. We're going to make things happen. We're going to shake up the world.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
What's up? You're looking a little different there, Sam. You've been working it a little bit harder. What's going on there?
Oh, with being a title fight, I'm going all in. I'm throwing in all the chips. We're getting in the best shape that we could possibly ever be in, and this is a big thing for us. It's a dream come true to have this opportunity, and we're not going to let it go by easily. I promise you that.
No, obviously you're putting in the work, so that makes it even more exciting. So let's. I know it's hard to look past your opponent right now. I'm not asking you to do that, but what's next if you do beat Joey? Who do you want to defend the first belt?
It's hard to say. There's a deep pool of heavyweights that we've got coming around, and you got names like Frank Mir in the toss, and then Gabriel Gonzaga. Of course, Josh Burns has been talking a lot, and he wants to get a shot at the title, whether it's me or Joey or whoever has at the time. I would be glad to oblige any of these gentlemen. If Bare Knuckle FC, if they go, hey, this is who you're going to fight. Well, guess what? That's who I'm going to fight, and I'm going to prepare the best that I can for each one that's coming. No matter who it is.
Yeah, that's a champion mentality right there.
Well, I mean, with God, BKFC just announced Godbeer's coming back over, so that kind of there's such a monkey wrench in either way you look at it. It's kind of a odd man out type deal as to who fights who after. We know set fight right now is Bobo and then Arnold and then you and then Beltran. I don't know. Josh Burns' opponent's still up in the air. We don't know for sure yet. Wink, wink, Josh. If you ever want to tell anybody, we're here. But I mean, it's just so interesting as to what could happen next. And, you and Joey, that kind of seems to be that's going to be a huge fight. Do you have any, when is that taking place again? Do you have a date yet? Or?
Well, they had tentatively had a date for April 16th, but I think that's been kind of switched around right now. So, I don't really announce anything until the contracts come through and I sign that dotted line. So, but we're hoping as soon as possible. We're ready today. So, whenever they want to make this thing happen, we're going to be ready to go. So.
Nice.
Stay ready. You stay ready, huh? I love it. You're already talking like a champion, already thinking like a champion. So that's going to be a hell of a fight. Joey's obviously no one to look past. We're going to have him on the show soon. So stay tuned. He's going to have some words for you, I'm sure. He's always got words for people, but I can't wait. I see everybody seems to just be bulking up and training, especially Mallow. Brandon Lambert. You got any thoughts on the great GOAT, Brandon Lambert?
Yeah, just train hard, buddy, and he needs to get in there and just get that experience, and back up those words he likes to say. If you're going to talk it, you got to walk it in this game, bud.
I was going to say, I saw you at Knuckle Mania, man. How did you feel about that event? How did you like the event, guys?
The event was awesome. We had a good time down there, and it was just very exciting. Very excited to be a part of it.
Any fight that stood out to you? Anything you liked that you saw? I know Kleckler had an impressive performance. He's up there with you guys.
Yeah. Kleckler had a good performance. I wish I could have seen him in with a more durable caliber fighter. It ended really quickly, and nothing taken away from him. He put on a stellar show and hit the guy right where he needed to. A nice, good body shot. So that's awesome. Hats off to him. But I like to see him go up against somebody a little tougher to challenge him a little bit. You know what I mean? Give him someone to go a few rounds. But I see that guy going a long way. He's going to be one of the top heavyweights. Mark my words. I've met the guy. He's a nice guy. I've watched a lot of his film already. Checking him out because I feel like he will be a future opponent for sure.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he definitely looked promising. He looks the part. Good team behind him.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and he's got a good, good MMA background behind him. So he's a good fighter. He's gonna be a tough one to handle once we get in there.
For sure.
Couldn't agree more. So Matt, asking you right now, how do you see this fight going? Is it were we seeing normal old Shewmaker? Are we seeing the Shewmaker from Bobo? What do you think's gonna happen?
Man, I just know that Sam's going to knock this guy out. It might be in the first round. It might be in the second round. It doesn't really matter. I just know that Sam is going to come out. He's going to bring the heat, and he is just he's going to smash this dude. No disrespect to Joey. I mean, he is who he is, and he's nobody to look past. There's no doubt about it. I just know who he's going up against, and I know that Sam Shewmaker has fire coming out of his eyeballs every single day. And you know what? You're going to see. That's right. You're going to see. You're going to see some things from Sam that I know. I've always known is there. I mean, and you've seen glimpses of it. But let me tell you something. Y'all have seen nothing yet. I'll promise you that.
Hey, that's exciting because what we've seen is quite impressive. So that's always good news. That's always good news. So I transition it now to you, Sam. How do you see this fight playing out? Do you see it ending in a specific round, and how do you see it ending?
It's really hard to tell, especially with a guy like Joey Beltran. The guy's a super tough guy. He's a veteran. He knows how to fight, and he doesn't fight everyone the same way. So, in my mind, I want to go out there, and I want to get the knockout. I want to get the fans what they want to see, and that's what they want to see. But I guarantee they're going to get their money's worth on this fight, whether we get the KO in the first round or we get it in the second, third, fourth, fifth round. I don't, or if it even goes the distance, which I don't know how it's going to, because me and Joey, we're going to both leave it out there in the ring. I mean, it's going to be possibly fight of the year. Who knows? But it's going to be a good one, and I can promise you, there's no one that's going to want to miss this one.
Yeah, I'm not missing it. I'll tell you that right now. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. So Paul Tyler's in house. He's got a great question. If Joey Beltran gets hurt, would you fight Josh? Would you accept a fight with Josh?
Josh Burns?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, in a heartbeat.
Okay. Okay. Sam doesn't duck fights, man. He's like, just sign the fucking contract.
Yeah.
The man, a few words. I'm quoting that one. Yeah.
That would be good. That would be a fun one too. That whole heavyweight division just started. It just makes so much emotions for fans. So we're all excited here at Knuckle Up. I know the fans at home are excited. So before we let you go, do you have anything you want to say? Shout out to sponsors or call anybody out?
Yeah, definitely want to give a shout out to my sponsors, X Bar Fitness. They sent me a nice little package. I got it today. And it's a nice little equipment that you can take anywhere and use at home. You can use it at the office. You can use it at the gym. You can use it anywhere. But great to partner with them. We have another partner, Millstone Thunder. They're a great resort and RV park down here at the Lake of the Ozarks. So if you're down here at the lake and you're looking for a place to park your boat or park your RV and come have some fun, it's a great area down here. We're the -- recreational lake in the United States. So we're all about showing people a good time. So check them out when you're down here. We got Hard Smoking Sauce. They're a part of our team. We got Veracruz Mexican Restaurant. For Sales Total Fitness is another part of our team. It's where I like to go spend a lot of my time, on the bad weather, and I still got to get my cardio and stuff in. I go up there and I hit the weights, I hit the treadmill. They got awesome top of the line equipment up there. We also got Captain Ron's Bar and Grill down here, another place on the water. It's a great place to come, and it's family friendly. You can come and hang out with your kids and your whole family, or if you want to come down with your friends and really let loose, it's a great place to do that as well. So I also got to thank my wife, my kids, my coaches, my fans. Without you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be where I'm at. So I'm just so very thankful and humble, and just look forward to putting the best of me out there so that we can entertain the fans and bring bare knuckle to the world.
Hey, you said it best. You said it best.
What?
We're definitely going to want you back on, but we do have another. You're going to ask the Paul Tyler question, Sean, I'm assuming?
Yeah. Like Paul's got a good question. One more. Who is your toughest fight so far, and who do you think is your toughest fight in that division?
The toughest opponent I've had so far, I think me and Chase Sherman was a pretty tough fight. We went back and forth. I feel like I won that fight, but I feel like he was a very good striker that night. He was able to move and hit and move, and just a tough guy. I really like Chase, though, and a good sportsman. And as far as the heavyweight division, man, it's stacked. I really couldn't name one certain heavyweight who I would think would be the toughest one. There's quite a few of them. You got Godbeer in the mix, Frank Mir, Kleckler. There's a bunch of guys that they're competing at high levels. I feel like for the next 6 months to a year, who knows who's going to be next as far as for the title shot once we get in there and fight Beltran. So,
hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, man.
Such a nice guy. Such a nice, violent guy. I don't know how to describe it.
He's a gentle giant, man. Listen.
Yeah.
He put his arm around me for a picture.
Yeah, then there's no more niceness. Yeah.
It's like I'm 6'1" and I'm like 260, 270, and this guy put his arm around me for a picture, and I was like, wow. I was like, okay. Like the gentle giant. I get it, man.
If you don't think Ringboy got a picture with Sam, you're tripping, buddy. I know.
I appreciate y'all having me on for sure.
Oh man, anytime you want to be on, you just let us know, man. Come through.
Yeah. Cool. We're definitely going to ask you to come back on before the fight. Obviously, we want your opinion before the fight. Get the fight all riled up again. And Matt, thank you for joining us, my man. We appreciate you as well.
Hey, thank you for having me, guys. I wasn't expecting that, but it's always it's a pleasure to be with you guys.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Anytime, guys. Anytime.
All right, fellas. Well, until next time, yeah, we the people. We the people. Love it, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I noticed that. Well, until next time, fellas, knuckle up. We'll talk to y'all later.
Later, guys.
Juan, that's your cue.
Well, I'll tell you, man. It's hard not to be a fan of that guy, dude. He's just so nice and humble, and All right, let's get Josh in here. Oh, we're right on time, Clay. See, I told you, 10:20, brother.
Hey, man, at the risk of getting my ass beat by Josh Burns, I went ahead and made a new pick for him that we can use for when he announces his fight, when we get his opponent.
So what you're saying is we won't see any more skinny neck Josh.
So here's the new pick I got for him.
Hell yes.
Just when Josh Byrne comes on the show today, just remember the camera adds 10 pounds. He actually looks like this. He's been working out, cutting weight. He's trying to get down to 145.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Well, I sent him the link. He's going to be opening it in Chrome. I don't know, man. That's the heavyweight division is tough. They keep bringing up Frank Mir, but I mean, until I see him take them damn gloves off, as far as I know, he's fighting underweight boxers, isn't he?
Underweight boxers. Wow.
Tarver's way smaller than Frank Mir, man.
Okay,
that's the reason it's interesting to casual fans. They're like, Frank might win it. Frank might win it because he's got the weight advantage.
Listen, either way, Frank's doing his deal and making money. I'm not hating. Get a bigger name and then come on over. That's fine with me. Bring those fans over when you come over too.
Listen, when I heard him say he signed with Bare Knuckle, I didn't think he was going to add more padding.
Just remember that bringing the fans over doesn't always work. I mean, that's the whole point that we brought Clay into this podcast, and we still haven't seen the fans come.
Well, let me tell you something, bro. You just wait. Hey, you brought me on because my looks. Let's face it, Sean couldn't do it alone. Everybody knows it.
Yeah.
They all tell me, bro. I get fan mail all the time, like fan mail I can't even open. You know what I'm saying? So it's craziness. But I'll get to you fans one day. I just, there's the coin, mama. I stay strapped, ma. You ain't gotta ask, mom. You ain't gotta ask.
It's Scott Burt. If you're seeing any of these, send me my damn coin.
Scott Burt, if you send this man a coin, I will leave BKFC forever.
He lies. He lies through his teeth.
It looks like Josh is trying to join, but something's wrong with his device. So I'm not sure if he's having issues.
We can talk to the picture that you made.
He's really gonna kick my ass when he sees me.
Oh, dude, I can't wait.
But as long as he looks like the picture, I will outweigh him.
I will literally pull. There's another podcaster. What's his name? TJ Ben or something like that. I will literally just have Josh on video chat like this.
Paul, I thought I read in the title or in the comments that Josh said no to you. I don't know I don't know what's going on. I don't know if that's accurate, my man.
Hey, Paul, don't tell anybody, but so do I.
I might know too. I may not. Who knows?
I know secrets too, brother.
Listen, speaking of secrets, it's no secret we owe some fans shirtless pictures, right?
What fans, man? I haven't been. Oh, there he is.
Bro,
What
you're
are
going to
we
really
eating,
come on looking
brother?
like a brick house right now after Juan just posted that picture.
I was gonna say he put this in that picture, and then I brought up a chicken and posted in front of him. So
Yeah,
you know, that picture's fake.
Look, bros, I got my duck tonight. I'm eating my duck, so this is in between my grub time. So we're gonna have to interrupt with a little grub and chat. So it's all good though.
Hey, man, we get it, dude. In order to keep that beastly frame, brother, you got to eat.
You know, it is what it is though.
So Josh the Hammer Burns, friend of the
What up?
show, little known fact, he was our very first bare knuckle interview.
Yeah.
The very first.
Look at that.
Yep.
We went from not even having fans to countless amount of you guys out there.
Started
Right
at
on.
about 12.
Yeah. How you feeling, Josh? You looking great, brother.
No, I feel good, man. I feel good. So basically in an extended camp because I was prepared to fight here in 3 weeks, in March. And, obviously a few weeks ago, Nate let me know they're bouncing me over to the April card, just because I'll be the mandatory. If anything were to happen, either Joey or Sam, I would be the fill-in. So I had to be ready for that. And then also looking to, obviously fight myself. So regardless.
Yeah, no, we're so ready. When can you figure out an opponent, you think, and when can you announce to all of us, bless us with an opponent, so to say?
Well, that's it is what it is. It's so I got Nate Shook throwing 3 different people at me. I've got Dave Feldman confirming 1 person with me. So at the end of the day, I don't have the paperwork, so same thing Sam says, say as soon as I get that contract and that paperwork and I sign the dotted line, then I'll know for sure. But at the end of the day, I'm tired of them throwing out, these inexperienced guys that, think they were something special in another, area of combat. I don't mean shit. This is bare knuckle. And I'd rather fight somebody that's experienced in bare knuckle and somebody that, that's worth their weight. And for me, that's Mark Godbeer. I want to fight Joey Beltran, and just like Sam said, Sam shot. But when it comes to calling people out, why the fuck would I call anyone but Joey? Joey's the man. It is what it is. Now, Sam and Joey, they lock that in, and they actually get the contracts and lock it in. Then it is what it is. Until that time, I'm gonna fight for the best guy out there. That's who I want to fight. So, but at the end of the day, the top 4 was, going into the last card that Sam and I both were on, and Joey. Or not Joey, just it was supposed to be Sam, Mark Godbeer, myself, and Godbeer pulled out, so Sam fought Bobo. But going into that card, it went, Joey, Godbeer, myself, and Sam. That was the ranking. So, and it is what it is. Sam got the leapfrog with Mark getting sick. So if Mark comes back, that to me that's the only logical fight is to fight Mark. So whether or not, the company does it, that's up to them. It's the promotion. But, I know Dave knows what I want. I know Nate knows what I want. So, and there's plenty of time. The restrictions are done in the UK. You can actually fly straight here from the UK right now. So as long as it's business. So, at the end of the day, you all know who I want. If I can't fight Joey, I want Mark. So, Godbeer's the name that I want.
Paul Tyler's in here saying he thinks you're going to fight a multiple-time world boxing champion. What's that about?
Yeah, I can't see the comments. Obviously, let me see. If I hit chat, does that show me it? Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'll just tell you this. Yeah, I know who Mr. Tyler's talking about, and nothing but respect. The guy looks like a monster and a beast, but I don't know. You got to respect everybody. And yeah, the guy he's talking about is a multiple-time cruiserweight world champion, had last fight in 2013. But the guy went out on a 4-fight losing streak, getting knocked out So, and that's boxing. And that was at a lighter weight. Now, just because you put on size and put muscle on, at the end of the day, this is bare knuckle. This is bare knuckles. This ain't getting in the ring with no gloves. So, it's no disrespect to anybody. But until you prove it, until you prove yourself in this arena, you can talk all you want, but it don't mean shit. Joey says the best thing. Joey had a interview the other day, and he said the same thing. He goes, "This is going to tell you, you're gonna learn about somebody real quick, because just because you're a heavyweight, and you get in here and you hit, my last opponent. You look at him. I mean, the guy never got touched. Fought, what I would consider people that shouldn't have been in the ring with him, and he never got hit. And what I say, so we'll see where that chin goes. It might be a war. You never know. If I hit him, he might look at me, smile, yeah, come at me. But my opinion and what I've seen in his past was, I was like, that's probably not going to happen. And it's the same thing. I mean, you guys named a bunch of heavyweights tonight that never been hit. I mean, these guys haven't been hit by nobody. Even Knuckle looks the part, and it looks like a very good fighter, and he did fight on the local regional circuit down in Florida, and he looks the part. He's all cut up, and but shit, abs don't win you fights. You know what I'm saying? Can't build no abs on that chin. So at the end of the day, and he's never been hit. He fought Tate. That was probably the closest fight to being a fight, and Tate is a very good guy, but fought very timid, and he didn't want it. He starts getting hit. He didn't get knocked out. I mean, you see how these guys quit, and that says, to me, says a lot. And I'm not trying to throw smoke at people or be disrespectful, but at the end of the day, this is a different world. This is a different arena of combat. If you get on the ground and you can roll around, grab your face, sit up, look at, man, you ain't out. It's your heart. You don't want to fight. It's just 100%. It's too much. So, and I've yet to see anybody on this level. There's a few guys that I know. Sam being one of them, Joey being one of them, Godbeard being one of them. Shit, you got Mickey Terrell going to come over from the UK, and boy, I'm the only guy that's shared the ring with that. I'm the only one that shared the ring with him, and I had a flat night, but at the end of the day, I'm the only guy that he hasn't knocked out, and he's a stud. So like those guys are all proven. They're proven monsters. So, that's what I want. I want a fucking monster. Why would I, and Sam, I listened to the earlier podcast and you're like, oh, you and Sam you have a little back. No, Sam wants the best fight. He feels disrespected if I want to go over him. That's cool. It's not a disrespect. Why the fuck do I want to fight the number 4 guy? Why do I want to fight the number 3 guy? If it's not locked up and on paper yet, I'm gonna be jonesing for the number 1 guy. Now, if it's locked up, then at that point, then cool. That hashtag did its purpose. Now, if Sam wins, Sam and I don't need to hype our fight. Shit, we should have fought a year ago. We tried to fight 3 separate times, and to whatever reason, it never happened. So at the end of the day, Sam and I, we have enough hype behind us. So Sam beats Joey, shit, it's a fucking war. And I know Sam knows. I mean, I've been told by Dave and Nate directly, I'm the next one in line. Obviously, I don't want to sit idle, so I want to fight. I don't give a fuck who they put in front of me. They can put this boxer guy in front of me. They can put Kleckler in front of me. And God bless all those guys. But I'm here for a purpose, and they ain't gonna stop me. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So it's just a matter of time. So I will get that title shot, whether it be Sam or Joey. Whoever wins that fight, they just know they're gonna be fighting me. So, and like Joey says, you don't ever stop. You done with that fight, take a couple of days off, you better get right back in that gym, because I'm coming. And I'm coming hard.
Paul Tyler brings up, he says his personal opinion is you're the number 1 contender. No disrespect to Sam. And I just want to point out, too, if we're talking experience in bare knuckle fighting, boxing, there's few in America with your experience. You got to be, fighting in America, you have to be number 1 with the amount of fights you have.
Well, you got to go out the body of work, and God bless Sam, but he looks at that box rec, which we're in the fucking Wild West right now. So anybody with fucking computer access and say they have a promotion can call them, say, oh, here we go, this is what we want it to be. And so when I left BKB, I let them know, and about 6 weeks after telling them, they got pretty sore ass. They put out this big article, we're releasing Josh Burns, and then the next thing I know, a couple weeks later, they put out a record 4-4. Bottom line, I was 6-2. I was 6-2. I had 2 no contests, or two that their medical staff and their hospital even said, like, no, this is what happened, and by the rule, like, these should not count. They were no contests, and but it don't matter. At the end of the day, even and that I'm not lying, because you look at BKB, took down all my wins. Like, you tell me who's being shady. You just interviewed this motherfucker the other night. Oh, Mr. Jim, so nice. Yeah, he was cool as fuck in the beginning. After a couple years, he is who he is, bro. Your true color shows. You took down all my wins. Tell me that you're not biased and that you ain't lying. Like, it is what it is. So at the end of the day, I'm now 7-2, 100% KO ratio. No one's made it past 3 minutes. So, at the end, my 2 losses are to 2 great fighters. With Harry Miles on my debut, and that was a split decision loss. And then Mickey Terrell for the world title, and they stopped it because, hey, I came out flat. You can't come out flat against the #1 heavyweight in the world. You ripped my nose off, like half my nose was flipping. I had a cut, and I mean,
watch. But you were still going forward.
Yeah, you can watch it.
You were still fighting. You weren't deterred at all. You were ready to go.
Yeah, exactly. So, it is what it is. But, and I don't even care. It was great experience over in the UK. Got a lot of great friends over there. Mickey Terrell's one of them. Mickey Terrell's a hell of a guy. And I consider him the number, and it's not disrespect to Joey, not disrespect to anybody. At the end of the day, bottom line is Mickey Terrell's the #1 heavyweight in the world. And that is a fact. And even Joey's a student of the game, and he knows who he is, and he knows he's got to fight him. So if Joey's able to hold on to it from Sam or myself, or anybody else that challenges him. So, Joey gave himself, I think it was like a 5-fight thing or something. So he's got a few fights left, at least 4 fights, I think. So four more defenses. And if he holds on to it and no one can knock him off the mountain, he's going to have to face Mick. So, and that's a fight that I want. I want that rematch, and I want to have that belt. I want to welcome my boy Mick to the States. And, I had to fly 15 hours over there and less than ideal environment and fight the best fighter in the world. And I'd like to do the same for him, have him come over here and be the #1 guy here with the belt and have my boy Mick fight me. And I'm blessed enough to beat Mick. It's going to be a rematch. We got to do that rubber match 1-1. We got to have the third,
Yeah. Funny. Well, Paul Tyler once again with another big question. Actually, Josh and I were just talking about this earlier today. He wants to know, who do you got, Mike the Marine or Jimmy Sweeney?
Man, God, tell Tyler he's a dick. Well, I got put him on blast.
Paul. I'm going to tell you right now. Paul had already said that the Marine's taking the title of king from Jimmy.
Well, let me tell you this, okay? And I like both these guys. Jimmy's my boy. Sweeney's my boy. It's been nothing but good to me. Even though those guys over there are a little bit odd, and I'm talking about the promoters. Jimmy has been a solid dude, and I love Jimmy. And I think Jimmy's skill, I think he is by far more skilled than Mike. But I think what Mike brings to the table is the same thing as myself. He doesn't bring it as a boxer. Mike's coming as a fighter. And if Jimmy Sweeney is not on his game, Jimmy fucks around a lot when he fights because he fights guys that are not to his caliber. And when he does that, he gets caught, and Julian Lane proved that. He took Julian Lane light. Julian gave him his first loss. So, and Jimmy kind of opened his eyes, and so Mike is a fighter. I think Mike's like myself. Mike is going to push. He's a fighter. You don't call Mike a boxer or, a kickboxer. He's a fucking fighter. And he's going to come at you and he's going to throw the kitchen sink at you every time. He throws a bad intention. And if Jimmy's not on his game, I think Mike could get the win. But the flip side, if Jimmy Sweeney is the old Jimmy Sweeney and he's on his game, no matter how hard Mike goes, I think unless he catches him, it's a fight. Anybody can catch someone. But Sweeney, a little too slick, a little too skilled in this sport. These guys grew up doing this stuff. And Sweeney is a unique individual and very blessed when it comes to bare knuckle fights.
I'm telling you right now, Jimmy's walking around with a 6-pack, running 6-7 miles a day, and he hasn't been drinking. He said when an Irishman puts down the booze, he's serious.
Yeah, well, he better be serious because Mike is probably one of the most stout guys that he's going to fight. So
I agree with you though. I think Jimmy's going to be the more skilled fighter in there, but like you said, Mike's not going to stop moving forward. If Jimmy's not constantly waiting and protecting, he's going to get caught.
100%.
Yeah, so it's going to be a great fight though. But
absolutely.
Yeah, Matthew Kohler, Sam Shewmaker's manager, he personally doesn't think Joey will successfully defend against you or Sam. He said he feels both of you beat him.
Yeah, well, and I respect that. And it just sucks because his last fight, you can't take it away from him, but it really does put an asterisk beside it because Bobo just didn't show up. And I love Bobo. He's a friend. And he and I have had conversations about it. The guy just came out flat. And you can't do that against a striker like Sam. So, but Sam also showed a different side to himself that night. Sam showed an aggression that, let's be honest, Sam bored the shit out of everyone in his whole first tenure of fighting. He bored the fuck out of people because he sat there pop shotting. Don't get me wrong, he hit Prendo, but let's be honest, Prendo's my brother. He was knocked out 5 or 4 times of his last 5 fights going into that. Well, I don't know why you go into bare knuckle thinking that it's going to be easier. You're going to probably get knocked out even easier. So, and that's not taking away from Sam from that big old massive punch. But I think Sam even knows, like, his chin was probably already gone. Now, when you go past that, Sam was very cautious. Like, don't get me wrong, he still tried to knock you out, but he's cautious about it. When he fought Bobo, I didn't see any caution in his eyes. He fucking came forward like the fucking bruiser that he should be. And that's a fight. I mean, God, I hope if we fight, he fights like that with me. Because if I lose, at least I go, fuck, I lost to a beast. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you're going to come at me, bro. You try to touch me, I'm going to be able to touch you. You come forward. And I, the power punch thing that you guys were talking about earlier, you guys know my opinion on that. And it doesn't take away from Sam and his power. Like, obviously the dude has power, but this fucking people gauging this shit, and it's not even him. It's the fucking brass and the BKFC high ups are like, oh my God, but he hit this thing. Like, bro, give me a fucking break. I go to the fucking fairgrounds and I hit a fucking, that punching bag, and I hit it 600 pounds. I got 150 pound weasel walk in and bam, hits that bitch 900. Now, you look at us and I'm like, all right, you really think this little 150 pound dude hit harder than me? Give me a fucking break. So, like I said, I've always been, about your body of work, what you do in the ring. And I think that if Sam, in his past would have been more aggressive, he probably had more KOs. But as it sits, that's just not what it is. So I think that, with Joey, it's a dangerous fight for anybody because Joey presents that anomaly of a heavyweight that doesn't get tired, keeps coming forward, can take what you throw at him and keeps coming. And every fighter knows fatigue makes a coward out of anyone. And as you become, and Joey's big thing is to take you deep and drown you. Take you deep and drown you. And I don't care who you are and how much you train for it and this and that. It is a natural ability that he has. It is something that he has. His VO2 is probably through the roof. That's not that you can train the best you want, but once you start getting into a fight, you revert back to your old ways. You revert back to who you are. And that's the, the problem that Joey presents. Can Sam, do it? I don't know. Sure as hell, he's got the power, you probably knock him out. But then again, the fact that I think Joey gets hit like a fucking Mack truck and he still gets up. So, and then his conditioning as a fighter, if you're a fighter in this game, you got to understand conditioning really helps heavyweights. If you're a well-conditioned heavyweight, even if you get knocked down, your conditioning is what gets you up. So, and Joey's got that like Energizer Bunny fucking energy. You know what I'm saying? He just don't stop. So, I mean, that's why I like it. That's why I like my matchup with him, because I'll take my power and my decent conditioning over his long-term conditioning and volume punching. So Sam's kind of in the same boat as me. He's got to hope Joey comes at him, and Sam's got to hope that he's on point. Make sure that Sam can get some clean shots off and see where it goes. So anyways, so back to what the manager guy said, Matt. Respect to him, and to be honest with you, I'd love to fight Joey, but Sam and I both, it's not a disrespect between us. It's just he wants to beat my ass and I want to beat his country ass. It is what it is. So, but we can, when it's all said and done, we'll buy each other a beer or whatever. But, that'd be a great fight as well. So who knows?
Yeah, no, couldn't agree more. So we'd like to ask fighters on our show to write out the perfect 2021. I'm going to ask you to do the same thing. If besides health reasonings and COVID and all that crap, if you could script out a perfect 2021, what could we expect from you?
Perfect 2021 for me would be being able to fight Mark Godbeer, not one of these other guys that, have past glories, but they have no glory in this arena. So fight Mark Godbeer, beat Mark Godbeer. And Mark Godbeer is a friend of mine, so it's not a personal thing. It's just he and I have won the scrap. We know we're, two of the best guys out there. So beat Mark Godbeer, fight whoever has the title, whether it be, Joey or Sam, win that title, and by the end of the year, welcome Mickey Terrell, because you'll probably already have one fight, and then fight Mickey Terrell and get that redemption, beat Mick, and then turn around and have another rematch with him, because the honorable thing would be is to fight him again, because we would be 1-for-1 at that point.
Yeah. No, and that's the fight that would
see. People sleep on Mickey Terrell. They don't know, Josh. Everybody in the chat, if you don't know this man, seriously, do what Josh said. Go look him up. He's a serious competitor, and he's on his way over here. And Josh has been telling me for the past month he really wants to fight this guy again.
No, Mick's a good friend of mine, and once you share blood in the ring with someone, and and there's no animosity, going into it. It's a professional thing. You become like family, and Mick is definitely that. And people think I'm crazy. There's a few people have hit me up like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Why would you bring him over here? He's literally the most dangerous heavyweight in the world. These guys don't know it. But you know what? I can never consider myself to be the best unless I fight the best. And even beating Joey or beating Sam and, carrying that strap, I know it's an empty strap unless you beat Mickey Terrell. So that's a fact. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Mickey's been in this sport longer than anybody. He was in it before I was. I came over. Mick, I believe, is 6-0, and he's got all 6 stoppages. I was the only one. I'm the only one he didn't knock out, but he did rip my nose off and cut my eye, and the referee, definitely stopped it because of that.
He would have stopped you.
Yeah, well, trust me, I'm just not a fake motherfucker. So I'll tell you, there's times if you watch that fight, there's times I'm on the ropes or I'm sitting there, and this is where the difference between heart and being a fighter. Like, he was hitting me, and I knew I just wasn't there. I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to hit him. He's out of the way, because I clipped him a couple times, and he even said himself, I hit him. He couldn't see for a round, and he knew, hey, I'm not letting this kid hit me again. So, I was there a few times on the ropes. So I'm getting clobbered. I'm like, uppercut, boom. He's so crisp, and I'm trying to move out, and in my head, I'm like, there would be no shame in just taking a knee, getting the fuck off you, clear your breath, clear the air, think about it. But I'm sitting there like, fuck that. So you'll see that moment happen, and you'll see where I literally leap into him, bear hug him, and he's like this, and I'm literally rubbing my nose on him because I don't even know how to explain it, like sting but hurt. So I'm rubbing my damn nose on him to try to clear it out, and that was a great learning lesson for me, to fight the best in the world, to know I could hang and hold my own, and realize that Mick beat me, but I beat myself. It wasn't Mick. Mick was shocked because I was so inactive in the first 2 rounds. He was like, oh, he expected me to come gangbusters like I normally do. And so, yeah, anyways, enough memory lane. But, yeah, Mick is a stud, and I just want to be able to get that belt before, he comes over here or while he's here, and be able to get that rematch.
I don't know why you guys are so eager to hold this heavyweight belt. You all have a target on your back. Dat Win told you he's coming.
Yeah, well, after watching Dat win and his lackluster performance with Johnny Bedford, let's be honest. I mean, he say? He cooked in the kitchen or some shit, whatever the fuck he said. But he promised he would knock out Johnny, and he hit Johnny enough that if you had any kind of power, you probably would have knocked him out. So, and that doesn't take away from Johnny. Johnny's my boy. Johnny's a stud. He's tough as they come. So this dude, he's the size of he's the size of my arm. All right, let's just say that. So he got no business. He got no business running his little mouth.
But you what you're saying? It's safe to say that he can't beat Joey, in your opinion.
Yeah, no.
I gotta ask those questions. The fans ask.
I gotta go one further, man. Your buddy right. John Chalbeck, man.
Yeah.
Who's he fight, man? Who do you want to see him fight?
Well, I think everybody already knows that Tyler Goodjohn's a good friend. Like, and I don't say good friend, like he's a very good guy. He was very cordial to me when I was overseas, and I was the same to him here. A lot of people don't understand the shit that poor dude went through when he was here. Motherfucker had COVID, and he got cleared just in enough time to be able to fight. And he fought Bennett, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. Bennett is a tough fight for anyone if Bennett's training, and Bennett was training for that fight. He trained a whole 4 weeks. And people are like, oh, 4 weeks. You don't understand. Bennett don't train. but he don't train. So if he trained 4 weeks, that's a whole different cat. And yeah, he didn't look his best. He didn't have his best performance. But I'm telling you, I've seen him perform. Now, do I think he's the strongest puncher? Hell no. Do I think he's got the best chin? No. Do I think he's skilled? Fuck yes. He is a very skilled fighter. So if he's in the zone in the right place mentally, I think he gives a lot of guys a challenge. And as far as John Chaelback, that's my boy. He's from here, from Michigan. I'm telling you right now, Chaelback's going to be a champion. He will be a world title holder, and it just depends on what weight class he decides to do it in, And I don't know. I think that, man, I don't want to put words in the Chaelback's mouth, but it really depends on what Johnny wants to do. If he wants to fight, Dat or Johnny, him and Tyler I think that's a dumb fight for Tyler personally. Tyler needs to have a fight where he looks good. That's not going to be the fight with John. So, but man, what's Gotti, the Gotti kid?
Yeah,
35. Is that what's John 45?
Yeah,
45.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So,
I mean, with Chaelback's performance, it looked like the guy's been a bare knuckle boxer his whole life. Like he went out there, and the way he fought, everything landed, everything was crisp, it was clean, and his opponent was a tough guy. It wasn't like he went in there against a schleb.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't even understand how tough that dude was. Like, I'm pretty sure he broke his jaw or something in the first round.
First round like jaw, eye socket in the second round.
And he didn't quit. That boy didn't quit. That's a real fighter. That dude's a stud.
Bono, rock hard Bono, bad man. He's a bad man.
He's a strong dude. Now, I think that Chaelback. What's Conor McGregor's guy? What's that guy's
Artem.
name?
He wants to fight
Artem. Yeah. So and to be honest with you, that'd be great. Him or Paulie Malignaggi, but Paulie's, yeah, he's too much of a fucking diva. He's a diva. But Artem would be a great fight for him because I think that Chaelback would show, more skill and more tenacity than like Paulie was a great boxer. You can't take that away from him. He's a world champion. He's a badass boxer. But I think John Chaelback would literally piece up Artem in ways that people couldn't even imagine. And Artem's just a tough dude. And I just think that he'd hit him and then he wouldn't be there. He'd hit him and he wouldn't be there. So, at the end of the day, I think that that's a great fight for John as well. I just think that right now, after his performance, guys will run their mouths like, oh, you fought a nobody. Okay, sign the paper, sign the contract. And I don't think you're going to see guys getting in line to fight John. I just don't see it. So they're going to force some of these guys like, hey, you want to be, still in the mix, you have to fight him. And I think that's what's going to happen.
Well, there is a fighter out there that's crazy enough to call out the great Chaelback. And I won't lie to you. He puts up a good fight. The great GOAT, Brandon Mallow.
The green-haired geezer.
All right. So my opinion with Mallow is, and it's probably different from a lot of people, is I had no problem with this kid. And, I've reached out to him, talked to him a couple times, tried to help him out and guide him a little bit. And he's been very respectful to me. And I know he has a certain act that he has to keep. And that's great. But at the end of the day, he definitely has to get a win in the win column before he fights someone that's coming off a win. It's just like when people try to say, well, don't you want to fight Adam Arnold? No, why the fuck would I want to fight him? Like, yeah, he's the first time heavyweight champ. Awesome. And I give him great respect. Coming off a loss, coming off of over a year layoff and an injury. No, he's got to get a win and get back in the win column and prove that he's now here with this new tier of heavyweights. He was in a group of heavyweights that wasn't that deep. The heavyweights are a lot deeper now. So, you got to prove yourself. And it's the same concept for John. Like, why would John fight someone that's coming off a loss? And I know Mallow went through a massive weight cut and a lot of stuff like that and, whatever. But at the end of the day, a loss is a loss. So it shouldn't even be a conversation. I mean, it's fun to joke about. But at the end of the day, the real fights are other people. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the guy that Lambert lost to, that Mallow lost to, that guy, that might be a fight, whatever. Like, but get somebody who's, worth their weight and has a victory and will challenge them. That John only wants to fight the best. He wants that world title. And the only way you're going to get there is fighting the best. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, we don't think for any confusion out there. No, I don't think Mallow could beat Chowback. That could not happen in any day. No.
Paul Tyler has a good suggestion. Chowback versus Chop Chop. If Chop Chop gets past Reggie, that'd be real fun.
Hey, I mean, like I said, if you get to win, great. But the thing that man, try to be as respectful as possible. I get a lot of these old school boxers in here, and that haven't fought, on like professionally on, for 10 years or 9 years or 8 years, and they struggle at the end of their boxing career because their chins are going, and then you want to take these cats and put them in an arena where the impact is a lot different. It's a lot harder, and you expect these guys to swim. Like, yeah, it's like a publicity stunt, like, okay, that's cool. If it's going to bring money in, great. But at the end of the day, we really want to start narrowing the field and eliminating I don't want to say posers, but like the guys that just really are trying to get their last hurrah and the guys that are legit, you know what I'm saying? And, I just feel like with myself, there's guys that, have been told, oh, you're fighting this guy. No, I listen to the boss man. I've got texts from him, like telling me who I'm going to fight. And it is what it is. That could change. It's a fight game. Anything could change. But the fights that make sense, are like the Godbeer fight. That fight makes fucking sense. At the end of the day, going into that tournament, when I was fighting Sorrow and Bobo was fighting Sam, we were 1, 2, 3, 4. And it doesn't matter what your number place was. At the end of the day, us 4 were going to be the final deciders, who fights for the belt, who's going to get the belt. And Joey already had it. So, Sam and Joey are locked in, that only makes sense for, Godbeer and I. So, and Godbeer's a tough son of a bitch. Like, why wouldn't people want that? That's a fucking great fight. He's going to come forward. He hits like a fucking Mack train. I hit like a Mack truck. We both hit hard. It's going to be who's going to give. Who's going to give first? And I've never been knocked down, never been knocked out in a fight. I don't think Godbeer has been either. So, that's a fucking great fight.
Yeah.
So, that's my opinion.
But say a 5-round heavyweight war.
Pretty much.
Those don't happen very often at the BKFCs.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, no, pretty much you could fight anybody in We'd Tune In. You already know it. Everybody's excited. We're all pumped. We love the fact that you're the substitute just in case one of the other 2 heavyweights do get injured or have to pull out for whatever reason, because that's still a hell of a fight to watch. Fans are obviously going to buy that still, so I'm glad to hear they have a backup plan. It's very comforting for us fans, so thank you again for coming on, dude. We can't thank you enough. We know we ruined your dinner. I just thought about that.
Yeah, my chicken, or my duck, not chicken. It tastes like chicken, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It looks like chicken too, bro. So
it's good though. It's good.
Anybody you want to shout out? Any sponsors you want to shout out or anything like that?
Well, yeah, well, first of all, I got a couple of my boys fighting on the card coming up. I got my boy Jason Fish, who trains with me. He's gonna be fighting. So definitely want to give him a shout out. And that dude basically is what you would consider and it's not a disrespect to him. He's my boy. He's like a mini version of me, so he fights at light heavyweight. I think he's actually fighting heavyweight this time, but he's a beast. He hits like a fucking train, and dude, he's a beast. So he's getting ready for this fight. Also my boy Melvin Gallard's gonna be fighting on this card, and my good old boy Bobo. I'm gonna be down there for my boy Bobo. So it's gonna be a great card. So definitely give those guys a shout out. Definitely got to tune in for that. And what else? Kevin Smith with Smith Brothers Combats. Not my manager, but he does a great job with all the guys that he does manage, and he's a good friend. And I mean, I've watched this guy bend over backwards for people, and he just tries to do the best he can for everyone, that's honorable in this sport. This time of day, it's very hard to find. So, and that's really about it, man. I'm not really a glory hound, so if you guys want to, you can look up my social media. It's pretty easy, Josh Burns, or Josh the Hammer Burns, whatever. So, but that's really it.
We're always entertained. We're always entertained, especially whenever you're going back and forth with the heavyweight division. We're watching.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate that that little video you guys introduced to me earlier today. I have to give a little in on that. That was pretty fucking funny. The
yeah. I still
Chris,
want to know who that mystery creator was, man. That was fucking
bro,
hilarious.
that was fucking great, and I wish Chris would have said something or responded, but I don't know what he really would say, but that was fucking, it was gold. It was gold. That was a gold. That was a great video. It's pretty funny. So, and it kind of opens people's eyes, because I never really went in depth on what happened, and there's a lot of BS going back and forth. But at the end of the day, that was the thing that started it, because I said, because he had reached out to me, I said, no disrespect to him, God bless him, but I'm old school. If you reach out to your opponent, it's kind of a bitch move, kind of tipping your hand, maybe a little scared, something's up. That was my opinion. Not everybody agrees with me. I don't give a fuck. That's my opinion. He got pissed. That was what he sent me, and it literally went in a complete direction outside of the ring, where he took my personal information, put it out on public on his profile. My daughters, my daughter, I got fucking 10 girls, so they see it, and they're teenagers, and they get upset because the family business being put out there, and this guy's talking shit. So it was very much a, as Coleman would say, I had to just keep it inside, let it go. You saw me at the weigh-ins. I was very docile, very like, all right, cool. And we just went, shut the fuck up. I'm just like, listen, we'll just see how much your chin holds up, how long it holds up. And, I was put in a shitty position with that fight, because you guys will see me this fight. You'll see my body look completely different. I'm not having to drop fucking massive weight to meet a weight quota, because this guy's a fucking turd, and we don't want any problems with the commission, because if he comes in too light, we don't want them giving us shit. So I don't have to play that. You're a heavyweight, fight heavyweight, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if I come in 290. I'm a heavyweight. You're 220. That's your problem, you idiot. So I don't have to do that. I was in an in-between stage, and everybody knows that. You look at all my fights, look at my BKB fight, well, the ones you can see, even like with Mick Terrell, my physical, stature, like, it was just different. So I was just in a different thing, and I felt, whatever it was. I didn't look great, but I still bounced the dude's head off the ground like a basketball, and it was what it was. And now this clown's out here trying to say it's not going to be the same. It's not, man, listen to the damn video he sent me, okay? Listen. Whoever unless they try to feed him some bums, that dude's done. The dude's done. Watch his fucking training things. And, I'm not trying to make it about him, but man, that dude, forever when I see him, and I'm a Christian, and, and it is what it is, and turn the other cheek, but I ain't Jesus Christ. I don't give a fuck. If I see that dude, I'm going to clown his ass. It is what it is. Like, he's got it coming. And, any goofy ass motherfucker that wears fucking jorts everywhere and goofy tank top white beaters, bro, give me a fucking break. Go take yourself back to wherever hole in the wall you came from, and toodaloo, bro, toodaloo. It is what it is. So, all right, that's it, man. I'm done. I'm done clowning on that goofball.
Did you just say you have 10 daughters?
Well, I've got 11 total. So, biological, I would have.
Get cable,
bro. Listen, I got a better TV now, so we're good. I got a better TV. So my pull-out game's a little weak, but I love babies. So it is what it is, and my babies love me. And listen, I'm gonna tell you what, you motherfuckers, when you old as fuck and you in that little chair, just remember, I'm gonna have my baby girls all taking care of daddy. So I'm good. I just got so many. I got a plethora of little daughters that are going to take care of their old man that can't talk, drinking out of a straw. It is what it is.
Brother, I got 4 kids, man. I thought I had it rough, dude. 10 daughters, Jesus, 11 daughters. Oh my god,
bro. At some point in time, they all start taking care of themselves, and it's all good, man. It's all gravy. Yeah. You plug in. I've got everything I need. So. Half them go here, half them go there. They play their stuff. I'm there, I'm daddy. I almost can't, and it sounds shitty, but I'm a dad, man. I almost can't do anything wrong. They love me. It is what it is, I'm very blessed.
I'm the same way. I only have 1 girl, man, but I'm the Prince Charming, man. It's wonderful.
There you go. Daddy can't do wrong. Drives the moms nuts. I'll tell you that right now. The moms,
that's true. That's
God, they cannot stand me. They're like, I just can't stand it. No matter what you do, dad, well, dad this, well, dad that. I'm like, well, it is what it is, man. When you're good, you're good.
Well, you know we love you here at Knuckle Up,
Right
brother. You know the fans love you. We don't got to tell you that, but just a reminder, just in case you forget, we can't wait to see you in Biloxi. We know you're going to be there. You know Knuckle
Right
Up
on.
is going to be in house. You know we're going to be repping. You know the after party is going to be crazy. So
Yeah.
hit us up.
Double fist beers. Let's go.
Yeah.
There you
I'll
go.
literally be right in the middle of camp. So yeah, you know, I'll be keeping my 30-foot rule. I won't even be
You can
around
have
you
White
guys.
Claws, brother. You can have White
Bro.
Claws.
Didn't no one tell you, man? I don't drink, bro. I'm a sparkling
I
water
know.
guy. That's what
I
everyone makes
know.
fun of me about.
I remember
Hey.
sparkling strawberry kiwi, right?
My dog, right there.
There it is.
Yeah, I don't drink either, brother. So I'm with you.
Right on. Very cool.
Hell yeah.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you
Well,
again, Josh. We appreciate your time, brother. Always.
no problem. All right, guys. You have a good night. Appreciate it.
You do the same.
Thank you, brother.
Till next time,
Knuckle up,
brother.
Better.
Well, Sean,
Man.
you wanted an hour and a half show. We gave you an hour and a half show. Welcome. You're. Oh my God, dude! Sometimes
You know what? Can I just say we had great viewership the whole time, and I just want to point out something.
It was one of my favorite shows.
Tyler, imagine going to pick up your girlfriend, and you knock on the door, and Josh damn Burns answers it and says, "Who are you here to get?" I'd immediately be like, "You big boy. I was not here for any of the girls in this house. I was here for
It
you."
sounds like keep pushing or keep coming forward is in every aspect of Josh Burns' life.
Yeah, every single aspect. You ain't even lying.
Listen,
Christ,
he said, you know, I got 10 girls, and I sat there thinking, I said, you know, I'm like, well, maybe I misheard that. I'm thankful Paul asked it because I wasn't gonna. I was like, there's no way I heard that. I had to be the only one that heard 10. 11.
But hey, man, I'm gonna be honest. We better hope that dude never starts his own podcast.
Shut up. Stop.
That
He's gonna come work for us. He's gonna come work for us. He is so knowledgeable. It's ridiculous.
He is. I can sit there here and listen to him break down fights and talk about fighters all night.
Yep, 100%. Yeah, I'm with you. I do still want to say this. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this, but he looks like the white Maui, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Come on, tell me I'm wrong.
He does kind of, yeah. Oh yes, Paul Tyler. Good. You know what? Hang on before we get into that. Everybody watching, please do me a favor. Go to GoFundMe, Britain's Battle. Bobo O'Bannon and his family, his wife, they have a GoFundMe going. Get out there, donate. Send a screenshot of your donation that's more than $25 or $25 or more, and enter a chance to win a autographed Knuckle Up Podcast T-shirt and 2 topless pictures of Clay and I. Also, tomorrow night, 10 p.m., do not miss Knuckle Up Podcast with the newest BKFC woman signed superstar prospect is going to be on our show. Make sure you tune in.
9 p.m.
10 p.m.
Okay.
9 p.m.'s armbar, buddy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yep.
Don't mind Clay, guys. This is why he's not the director.
See, check this out. I don't have to be the director because I look like this.
Play in the corner where he's sitting right now.
What'd you say? Yeah,
So
get back
in the corner.
Turn off your
Hey,
lights. You're in the corner now.
I'm telling you what. I'm not in the corner. I'm just close to a corner.
Damn it! I forgot Brit. Oh, my bad. What does that mean, Josh? What do you mean you forgot Brit?
I have no idea what that means.
I think he's talking about the FundMe.
Yes, Brit. No, yes. We got it, man. We got it. No problem. No, thanks needed, brother. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Be
sir.
in Biloxi, man.
All right.
Take a picture of my tiny, girly hand next to your monster hand, brother.
Get over him, you weirdo.
She's the most beautiful.
Sean's got a fetish for giant hands, man. I think
No. I just pointed out how big I pointed out how big the hand was. You sexualized it.
She's the most beautiful female fighter in the world. Check it out. Not true. I am.
She's not Britton Hart.
Britton ain't got shit on me. I'm gonna say it out loud. I'm gonna say it right here.
Well, don't you listen? Don't talk about the future Mrs. Shaw.
Bro, let me tell you something. You listen, dude. Okay, let me ask you something, dude. You think Britton's got this? You think Britton's got one of these because of her body?
Sorry, I can't see the screen anymore, Clay. What was that?
Hey, how much was that with shipping?
He actually paid me to have this with smiles and one red shoe. It was shiny too.
I'll say this, bro. I had like 2,000 views on my interview to get this, son. You had none, bro.
What interview?
It's on Scott Burt's personal page, but you wouldn't know nothing about that. That's for OGs, bro. You're a casual.
I was gonna say clearly everybody tunes into Scott Burt's interviews.
I mean, 2,000 people did.
No, that was just Clay 2,000 times, guys.
No, 1.8.
1.8. All right. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. As always, Sean and the Ring Boy here, signing off.
And Juan fucker.
Don't worry about that guy. Jeez.
And sometimes Juan will mess up.
Yes, and Juan. Really, he's just the sidekick, guys. So it's Knuckle Up Sean and the Ring Boy and the sidekick. Thank you all for tuning in.
Yeah, kick him out.
You on the show.
God.
Sidekick. Thank you very much for tuning in. We'll see you here tomorrow with a new BKFC prospect. Until then, knuckle up, everyone.
See you, big dog. I seen you talking about January 9th, dude. That's what I'm excited about. Tryouts, baby.